Hi everybody, Jo here again. How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay and that you've had a lovely weekend. Here we are, start of another week, and it's another calendar page. Now today we've got to June. We're doing well with our calendar, aren't we? I hope you're enjoying joining in. I do love to see what you come up with. Now I've taken the inspiration from Tracy's designs, and we've got Bumble and Hum and the beautiful Bumble Hums here. So I've just added a little bit of colour and some muted colouring, paler, just ready to set the scene. And I've done that before we've started because this is the design. And as you know, I practice mine on a piece of multifarious card. It's roughly 8 inches by 6 inches, just to give me an idea. But also, to be honest, if I was to mess this up, I can mat and layer that so I know I'm covered. So this is the sort of thing I'm going to create. Now I've got some copy paper under mine, and I've just got a piece of copy paper at the base here, just to cover up that so I can rest on here, just lean on here. And I'm going to start off with one of our acetate circle masks, and I'm just going to put it sort of look so that it's sort of central. There we go, I'm going to go for that. And I'm coming in with blue atoll. Now, these calendars are fabulous. They're A4 in size. So just bear in mind, you do need... Now, I'm talking to crafters here. I was going to say you need a decent craft space. I don't know about you, but I start with a decent craft space and end up crafting in the tiniest little area. Now, I've just added some blue, but every time I ink up, look, I start in this corner. I want this corner darker. And then I'm going to come in with another circle mask, just pop that underneath. And this time add a little bit of ink just around to create the moon. And again, I'm starting, if you notice, whenever I ink up, I start at the bottom. So that just will give me a little bit of shade, look. So I've got this gorgeous area. Now this works really well. You can do lots of different things with this design. Stamp so many different things in here. Now I'm going to put the lid on that. And then what I've actually done is I've drawn round my circle and just given me a little bit of shape on copy paper, look. And this is so that when I do my stamping now, I'm going to come in with Sunflower 1. Now again, we've got the open sunflower, we've got a couple of other sunflower stamps. So again, but you choose. We've got lovely florals. I just thought June, the sunflowers are out, and oh, just makes my heart sing with joy. So I've masked this area so it'll just protect this here. And then I want to bring my sunflower there. And again, give that a good stamp. Press it down. There's lots of beautiful detail on this, and lift up. And then I've got the orchard grass. And I just want this lovely fine detail, sort of wispy. So I'm going to come in with first, second and third generation look. Make sure I keep that. I want to protect this area here. And it's important to protect areas because if you're anything like me, I decide I'm going to do a design and get so carried away that then I forget and I'm liable to stamp where I don't want to stamp. Now I'm just cleaning the orchard grass because I want a little bit up here. So what I'm going to do is just ink up this end up here, look, and take off first generation there, and then come in with a little bit of second and third. And if I move that, look, you see that gives us, we've got that perspective. Then I'm going to come in with Bumble and Hum. And again, as I say, I can lean on this area here because I've got that copy paper on it. So I've got the larger one in this corner here, and then the smaller one. I'm assuming Bumble's the larger one, but I don't know in my head. So this is Hum, and I'm going to put, there we go. So again, I just want to keep that sort of diagonal. Now, I am just going to grab a piece of copy paper and just blot that, because VersaFine Clear, slow drying ink, and I don't want to smudge it when I do my next bit. So this is how the design, and again, it's important to keep looking at the whole design. Now, it might be you want to leave it like that. I'm going to add some stencil work. So I'm coming in with the lovely honeycomb stencil. Has to be really, doesn't it? But I'm just going to use the inny bit now and just pop it over there so I don't get any there. And I'm going to come in with Sundance. And I'm going to do it in 2 halves just because this works well for me. And I want to start here. This is where I want the most ink, the darkest ink. And then gently, gently, I'm going to come and just add some ink. Now, I'm just going to move this so I can see just coming off the page here. Now, I'm not going to add any more ink, but I want to fuzzy those edges, look. So I want this to sort of go away to nothing. And the same down here. I want it to just come across my page here, but sort of disappear to nothing. So if I lift that up, can you see we've got really strong colour here disappearing there. And then I'll work on this corner here. So again, I'm going to hold that down, need to check it straight. And then this time, the darkest ink I want in this corner. So for me, it's always thinking where I want my darker ink. And then I'm going to just gently, gently bring it towards the circle here. And again, I can lift up and have a look. Right, just a little bit more. But I don't want too much. I want that darker colour. And if I lift that up, yes, happy with that. Just want, and remember, I've got the colour on here which I can spritz, and that'll be lovely on a tag, which then I can just add Bumble and Hum. Job done. So now I'm going to add some colour with my lovely Mondeluz pencils, and I'm going to lean on my kitchen roll. So again, I'm just going to move this a little. So first, numbers. Sorry, I nearly forgot. So in no particular order, I've got number 3, 15, 30, 28, 5, 25 and 22. Now I'm just going to come in first with the darker green and add some darker green down the veins and the stem of the sunflower. And then come in with the lighter green. Now I am going to come in with my clear Wink of Stella. Again, you could use a water brush. So I'm not going right to the edges, look, because my Wink of Stella will do that for me. And then with my 2 browns, I'm going to give a lighter colour here just at the top. And then come in with the darker brown. And again, you will take a lot longer. You will just sit, I know you lot. Just get yourselves a brew, won't you? Nice snack, and you'll sit and do some lovely colouring. I mean, I know a few of you doing 2 or 3 of these calendars, which is amazing. But they do make such lovely gifts. And it's such a personal gift as well. Now I'm just coming with the orange look nearest, and then I'm going to blend that out with the yellow. I can get such fabulous colours of sunflowers. They are amazing. And again, I'm just blending that right out and going over the top. And what I love about with the yellow and the orange, I can tie that in with Bumble and Hum. Now I just put a little bit of blue on the wings. And then again with the orange. And again, if you notice, I try and get in the habit of leaning on some kitchen roll, just because if I've got something on my hand here, I don't want to get it on that page. And you can be sure as eggs is eggs, it would happen. Check that is clear. And then blend first of all the wings, that lovely blue, and with the Wink of Stella look. And then I'm just going to come into the green, and can you see how it picks? It blends those colours so I can go right to the edge of the leaves and just blend that darker green into the lighter green. Again, give it a wipe. And as well as making the colours darker look and then pop and blending it to the edges, when it's dry it'll give me that beautiful sparkle that the Wink of Stella does. And again, we're going to have beautiful sparkly bees, look, and I love that. Now I want to add a bit of my, the yellow sparkly posca. So I'm very lightly just going to drop my copy paper. Now it might be you want it over the whole design. I just want it in this beautiful circle here. So a good shake, hold it close. And there we go. And then I want to add some white highlights, but they will show better if the work's dry. So what we'll do is we'll work on adding a bit of shadowing here, and then it gives the Wink of Stella a little bit of time to dry, and we can work on our highlights then. As I've explained before, if you're doing wet on wet, sometimes it takes a while to dry. So if ever your posca or your mangaka goes a bit clear, it's just because it's wet on wet. Come back a bit later and it'll be lovely. Right, soft pastel pencils. You can see which one I use the most, can't you? I've got a black and I've got a grey. And what I'm going to do is here, where I want the most shadow, I'm going to add my black. And where I want the most shadow, I'm going to come in, look, and add more. Now, I am going to have to keep moving this, I'm afraid, just because that's the way, for me, it works well. And then I'm going to come in with some grey, follow that round, and the same here. I find it more forgiving. The black goes beautifully into the grey. So again, you can smudge this with your fingers. This is just a biodegradable cotton bud. And I'm just going to smudge it round, look, and smudge it in the direction so the black will come into the grey and then the grey will just disappear to nothing. And just work. So again, now I'm just working on this area here. Just want to work on that join. I'm not happy with that join. And it's like most of these things, you will just spend your time and get it. That's better, prefer that. Just that bit there. That needs a bit more grey. Wasn't happy with that join. But you'll be like me, you'll faff, and it's worth it, because do you know what? Just to get it right in the end. And I find when I've done it, I need to just stand back and have a look. And it just needs a bit more depth here. Sorry, folks. Speed me up if you want, but that's better. It's worth doing that. It just needed that. And I like that angle now. So, white highlights. Now it might be use your gel pen. I'm just coming with my Posca. And I'm going to put a couple up here because obviously we've got the moon there. And it's either the beginning of the day when that moon's just visible or the end of the day. And just add those lovely white highlights. And the other thing you can do is just come in and give yourself a little triangle shape here and then a square and a couple of lines. Just so it looks like we've got that lovely disc. And again, what I'll do is let that dry and come back in with my Posca and go over that again when it's dry. But if I lift that up and we remove all our bits of copy paper, there we go. So we've got our beautiful June disc and our words, be yourself. And that's off the Bumble words. Very lastly, with my black fine liner, I'm just going to put a couple of, because Bumble and Hum are busy, buzzing around. There we go. So I hope you've enjoyed that. As I say, I hope you spend some lovely time relaxing and colouring your page in. And please share them on our socials. It's so lovely to see what everybody's doing. So thanks as always for popping in. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you're not doing a calendar, remember this would make a lovely page in your journal. And again, if you do a journal page, please share that also. Can't wait to see. I'm a bit nosy, you know. Anyway, I'll see you again soon. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.